So hello, everyone. I am Jin. I'm the Compliance Director for UPS for Asia Pacific and India subcontinent, Middle East, and Africa. So a little bit about myself. I have about 15 years experience in audit and compliance with global 500 companies in diverse industries. So I led a team of 8 professionals based in various countries to drive regulatory and policy compliance. So most of my work is in partnering with business leaders to maintain compliance, awareness, and visibility. Okay, so I'm sure most of you know UPS. United Parcel Service is the world's premier package delivery company and the leading provider of global supply chain management solutions. So we offer a broad range of industry-leading products and services through our extensive presence in North America, Europe, the India subcontinent, Middle East and Africa, Asia Pacific, and Latin America. Our services include transportation and delivery, distribution, contract logistics, ocean freight, air freight, customs brokerage, and insurance. We also operate one of the largest airlines and one of the largest fleets of alternative fuel vehicles under a global UPS brand. So we deliver packages each business day for approximately 1.7 million shipping customers to 11.8 million delivery customers in over 220 countries and territories. So in 2021, we delivered an average of 25.2 million packages per day, totaling 6.4 billion packages during the year. Total revenue in 2021 was $97.3 billion. So for our Open Innovation Platform Challenge, what we are looking for is an automated regulatory change management system. And our problem statement speaks to why we need such a system. So the question we need to be asking ourselves is, how might we identify, triage, notify, manage, and report on regulatory changes in an automated and timely manner to ensure compliance across SMEs and risk owners for smoother operations? So to break that down, we detail what it is that we are looking for. UPS is seeking a system that can automate the process of processing relevant legal changes and coordinating responses from risk owners and SMEs to ensure compliance. The prototype will use one of the countries in Southeast Asia as the initial testing jurisdiction. For the purpose of the prototype development, solvers may propose a Southeast Asia country as the initial testing jurisdiction in their proposal. So the automated system should be able to perform the following functions. Firstly, the system should be able to receive notices of relevant legal changes from the external legal counsel and be able to classify them into different categories, such as customs, postal, and aviation. Once classified, the system should send an automated notification to multiple entities for whom these changes are likely relevant. The system should allow easy addition and update of the entities who should receive the notifications. In general, regulatory changes map to certain business areas that we've listed here. The system should be able to allow subject matter experts to assess the relevance of regulatory changes and assign them accordingly to the right entities with a high level of precision to avoid spamming teams with irrelevant changes or missing out on a relevant entity or function. For response mechanism, the system should have an easy way for entities to respond and report about their compliance status, to address changes and report gaps or corrections. For workflow tracking capabilities, the system should be able to prompt the relevant entities and functions to respond within a time limit and manage the workflow to provide a seamless experience for the compliance team and the risk owners and SMEs. Finally, the system should have a database that can easily track regulations, legal changes, responses, gaps and corrections, and compliance outcomes to enable the overall solution to function. The compliance team and subcommittee should be able to retrieve suitable reports to provide assurance on compliance outcomes as needed. Automated change retrieval is a criterion that is not mandatory for this proposal, but proposals that are able to meet this will be reviewed favorably. So the system should be able to retrieve all regulatory changes from the relevant governing authority and translate the change from its source language to English. This would replace the need for in-country law firms to manually scan for and report on regulatory changes. While this could be proved in Vietnam, a scalable solution would be required for multiple jurisdictions in APAC. So as far as the overall compliance performance requirements are concerned, the system should be able to accurately notify risk owners and SMEs of changes that are relevant to them and track any changes that have occurred. So the compliance team should be able to trust the information being processed through the system and not feel the need to contact their local legal teams for further clarifications. Users should be able to use the solution easily with a simple and easy to understand user interface. The system should be in the English language as it will be used as a regional tool. The system must also meet reasonable cybersecurity standards and be accessible only to the relevant entities who will utilize it. The different features and functions listed above should provide an overall integrated and seamless digital experience. There are no restrictions on the geographical location of the problem solvers. However, the prototype must be demonstrated in Singapore. So what is in it for you? We offer prize money of $30,000 for each winner of this challenge. In addition, you get access to IMDA's innovation consultancies for prototyping and commercialization. This is an opportunity to work with UPS, which is a global leading logistics and supply chain management company. There is also potential future opportunity to scale the prototype, if successful, to reach other markets within Asia Pacific, India subcontinent, Middle East, and Africa. Applicants will be evaluated in accordance with the criteria set out below, namely solution readiness, as in how ready is the proposed solution to go to the market? Is there any evidence to suggest capacity to scale? We will also look at solution advantage, whether the solution is cost-effective and truly innovative. Does it make use of new technologies in the market? And can it potentially generate new IP? Lastly, we will look at company profile. Does the product have user and revenue traction? Do the team members possess strong scientific or technical background? Finally, all submissions must be made by 23rd September 2022, 4 p.m. The conflict of interest declaration form must be completed as part of the submission. Problem owners and IMDA may extend the deadline of the submission at their discretion. Late submissions on the OIP or submissions via GBIS will not be considered.